Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Juan the Yarn Addict, and today I present a tutorial for the textured vibes throw. So here it is. It's very, very nice. It features a 2-round repeat that could be repeated as many times as you'd like in order to achieve the size that you need. It doesn't necessarily have to be throw size. You can make it blanket size or any size you'd like. The choice is completely up to you. You could also create this textured vibe square by crocheting 5 rounds, and then for the final round, crochet half double crochets as a stabilizing round so that you can attach squares to this square. So this tutorial features Premier Yarn's Just Yarn Worsted Ombre in the colorway Turquoise Ombre. It's very, very soft and squish. It's very nice. It's a medium 4-weight yarn, and it suggests a 5.5mm crochet hook. I'm hooking up to a 6.5mm hook because of this pattern here. Feel free to use any weight of yarn you'd like for this project. Just be sure to hook up 1 to 2 sizes from the suggested hook size for the yarn of your choice. The materials you're going to need for today's tutorial is a crochet hook, and once again I am hooking up 2 sizes for this project, a pair of scissors to make any necessary cuts, and then of course a darning needle. So before we get started, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this tutorial started. Okay, so to get started, what we need to do is create a slip knot on our hook. However you do this is absolutely fine. This is how I do it. Once you have your slip knot established, just tighten everything up. And we're now going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So once we have our 4 chains, we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the very first chain, draw a loop, and slip to close. From here, we're going to gently tug on our working yarn, which is right here. Gently tug on that. Take our tail and pinch it against the chain and gently pull apart, and as you can see, we have a circle here. So we're going to work our stitches out of that circle for the first round. But first we need to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. This chain 3 does count as a stitch, okay? So from here we're going to work 2 double crochets into this circle. So in order to do a double crochet, you're going to yarn over, go into the circle, draw a loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. We're going to do that one more time. Yarn over, go into the circle, draw a loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So we now have 3 stitches for the first side of round 1. From here, we're going to chain 2, and that chain 2 does create our first corner. So from here, we're going to go back into our circle with 3 double crochets. Yarn over, go in, drop a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Okay, so we now have 2 sides and 1 corner. From here, we're going to create another corner by chaining 2. And we're going to take our work and swivel it around just like that. And we're going to go back into our circle with 3 more doubles. And as you can see, I'm still holding on to the tail here. I'm crocheting over the tail. So let's go into our circle with 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So we now have 3 completed sides and 2 corners. From here, we are going to chain 2 to create a corner. We're going to take our work and swivel it around just like this. And as you can see, I'm still pinching the tail. I'm just pinching it against the work so that I can crochet over it. And we're going to go into our circle with 3 more double crochets. 1. Let's fix that tail. 2 and 3. Perfect. So just to recap, we have our 4 sides completed, but we only have 3 corners. Now this last corner here is going to be closed off using a half double crochet join. So to do that, we're going to yarn over, go into the last chain before the stitch. So let's just get nice and close here. So we have a chain 3. Let me move the tail out of the way. We have a chain 3, and then we have 2 stitches. So we're going to go to the last chain, which is right here. We're going to insert our hook into that last chain before the stitch. We're going to draw a loop. We now have 3 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and go through all 3 loops, just like that. And as you can see, it creates a perfect corner here. So that concludes the very first round. Okay, so to start round number 2, what we need to do is chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. So the chain 3s throughout this entire project will count as double crochets. So this is the very first stitch of round number 2. So from here, what we need to do is turn our work over and go right into this corner space with a double crochet. Yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. From here, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work this middle stitch right here. So we have 3 stitches from round number 1. We're going to be looking at this middle stitch right here. So we are going to create what's called a front post double crochet V-stitch. So we're going to yarn over, come down and around the middle of that stitch, just like that. Draw a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. From here, we're going to chain 1, and then to complete that front post V-stitch, we're going to yarn over, come back around that same stitch, draw that loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So it's a V-stitch, a double crochet V-stitch, but a front post. From here, we are going to chain 1, and then we're going to go into our corner with 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, draw up that loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Let's do that one more time. From here, we're going to create our corner with 2 chains. We're going to turn our work over and go back into this corner with 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. So to finish out this corner, we're going to chain 1. And then now we're going to go into this middle stitch and repeat what we just did right here. So we're going to yarn over, come down and around the post, just like this. Draw up a loop. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. Chain 1 and repeat what we just did. Just like that. From here, we're going to chain 1 and then go into this corner with 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. We're going to chain 2 to form a corner, swivel our work around, and go back into this corner with 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. To finish off this corner, we are going to chain 1 and go into this middle stitch right here, like we've done twice already. So we're going to yarn over, come down and around the post to create that front post double crochet. We're going to chain 1, and then to make it a V-stitch, we're going to come down and around that post once more with a double crochet. A front post double crochet V-stitch. There you have it. So we're going to do this once more right here in this corner. So we're going to chain 1 to start the corner, and then we're going to go into this corner with 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. To form the corner, we are going to chain 2, swivel our work around, and go back into this corner with 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. To finish the corner, we need to chain 1. So once more, we're going to look at this middle stitch right here, and we are going to yarn over, come down and around the post to create that front post double crochet. Chain 1, and we're going to turn it into a front post double crochet V-stitch. Yarn over, come back to that same stitch and do that front post double once more in that same stitch. From here, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to go into this corner with 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. And we are back at the beginning of the round. So for round number 2, we're going to do the same close as we did for round number 1, the half double crochet join. So yarn over, look for the last chain before the stitch. So that's the stitch. This is the last chain. So we are going to go into that chain, draw the loop. We have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and go through all 3, just like that. Tons of texture, and as this gets worked out, you'll start to see the pattern. So that concludes round number 2. Okay, so before we start round number 3, what I'm going to do is tighten my tail to close this hole up here in the center, just to remove this tail. So we're just going to pull this nice and tight, just to get that center a little tighter. Very, very nice. We're going to take our scissors and trim that off, just so that it's not in the way. Perfect. Okay. So from here, to start round number 3, what we need to do is, as always, chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to turn our work over, and we're going to go into this corner here with 2 additional double crochets. 1 and 2. So we have 3 stitches in the corner to start. From here, we're going to be looking for that V-stitch. So we don't work into anything else but the V-stitch. So we have the 2 doubles from the last round, and then we have this V-stitch, and then the 2 doubles. We're going to go from the corner straight to this V-stitch. So we're going to yarn over and insert 3 double crochets into this V-stitch. 1, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to jump right to the corner with 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. So to create the corner, what we need to do is chain 2, swivel our work around, and go back into this corner with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to repeat that on all 4 sides, but just for good measure, we're going to finish off this side right here together. So from here, we're going to look for the V-stitch. We're going to hop over these 2 doubles and go right to the V-stitch. And we're going to insert 3 double crochets into that V-stitch. 1, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to jump right to the corner. We're going to hop over these 2 doubles and go right into the corner with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 2 and go back into our corner with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Let me make a bunny ear here and just show you what we're looking like so far. Tons of texture. Very, very nice. So continue with this. Come down and around, and I will meet you here at the end of the round in just a moment. Okay, so I made it to the end of round number 3. And so to close off the round, what we need to do is the same thing we've done previously, and we're going to do the half double crochet join. So we're going to yarn over and look for that last chain before the stitch. So here's the stitch, here's the last chain. We're going to go right into that chain, draw a loop. we have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through all 3 just like that. So to start round number 4, what we need to do is chain 3. And as always, this counts as a double crochet. So from here, we're going to turn the work over, and we're going to go back into this corner here with just 1 double crochet. So yarn over, go in. Let's go ahead and take care of that double crochet. And so to leave the corner, we need to chain 1. From here, we're going to look just at the middle stitch of the granny stitch. So the granny stitch is composed of 3 double crochets. We're only interested in the middle stitch of each granny here. Okay, and this is the case for the entire project. We're only looking for that middle stitch. So from here, once you've chained 1 coming out of the corner, we're yarning over, we're going around the post of the middle stitch, and we're going to do a front post double crochet, chain 1, front post double crochet around that same exact stitch. And it creates the front post double crochet V-stitch. From here, we're just hopping over to the next middle post of the granny, and we're doing the same exact thing. Front post double, chain 1, front post double. We're going to do that one more time right here. Front post double around that middle stitch, chain 1, front post double. And that's what it looks like 3 in a row. So now we're entering the corner. So coming into the corner and leaving the corner, you will always need to make sure that you chain 1. So we are chaining 1, and then the corner will always be, for this particular round of the V-stitches, it's going to be 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. So 2 doubles, chain 2, let's swivel our work around. Let's go back into this corner here with 2 doubles, 1 and 2. And now we're leaving the corner. So to leave, chain 1. And we're going to repeat what we've just done on this side here to all the sides. Okay? So continue on with this, and I will meet you at the end of round number 4 right here in just a moment. Okay, so I reached the end of round number 4, and I'm going to close off round number 4 by doing what we've done previously, the half double crochet join. So yarn over, look for that last chain before the stitch, draw that loop, yarn over, go through all 3. Very, very nice. Tons of texture, as you can see. This is the other side. Very, very nice. Okay, so to begin round number 5, what we need to do is, as always, chain 3. It's just a 2-round repeat, so let's chain 3, and that chain 3 will count as a double crochet. We're going to turn over, and this time we're going to insert 2 double crochets into the corner, whereas last time it was just 1 additional stitch. So we're going to do 2 additional stitches, 2 more double crochets for a total of 3 stitches. And from here, we're only interested in the V-stitches. So we're going to hop over these 2 stitches and go right to the V-stitch with the granny stitch. Go right into the chain space with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to hop right on over. Do it one more time. 2 and 3. And feel free to rewind and replay as often as you need to in order to get this, okay? So we have 1 more V-stitch on this side. 3 double crochets, otherwise known as the granny stitch. So we have 2 double crochets by themselves. We're going to hop over all of that and go right to the corner with 3 double crochets. And as you noticed, we do not chain 1 to start the corner on the granny rounds. There are no chains for this particular round, only the V-stitch rounds, okay? So from here, we're going to chain 2, swivel our work around. Let me grab more yarn here. And we're going to go back into this corner with 3 additional double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Once again, we're just going to hop over the 2 double crochets and go right into the V-stitches. Only the V-stitches and the corner spaces matter for these rounds of the granny stitch, okay? So let's hop over these 2 stitches and go right into this V-stitch and insert 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. And that's it. So continue doing that all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of the round in just a moment. Okay, so I made it to the end of round number 5. I only had my join left, and so from here, as we've done previously, we're going to do our half double crochet join. We're going to yarn over, go into the last chain before this first stitch here. We're going to go in, draw up that loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops, just like that. So from here, I'm just going to make a bunny ear here and show you what 5 rounds looks like. Very, very nice. And so for those of you guys who are interested in making a square from this point, you just need a stabilizing round. So as I've shown previously, in this example, I used half double crochets. And you're going to insert a half double crochet in each and every stitch. And in the corners, it's 2 half doubles, chain 2, 2 half doubles. And so just for those who are interested in making the square, I'm going to go ahead and do 1 stabilizing round with you guys. For those of you guys who are interested in making the blanket, you are literally just going to continue repeating this 2 round repeat as we've done previously here. So feel free to rewind and replay. So from here, you're going back to the V-stitch round and then the granny round. V-stitch round, granny round, until you achieve the size that you are looking for, okay? So I'm just going to bring back the original project here just to show you what this looks like on a larger scale. Now this is the back of the work here. I'm going to flip this over to show you the side with the ridges. This is the front of the work. Very, very nice. And so there you have it. This here is the Textured Vibes throw. Okay? So if you're interested in making the squares, feel free to stick around. Feel free to hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. And then, of course, share the video. Thank you to those who are making the blanket for watching. I definitely appreciate you guys' support. Stick around if you're interested in making the square. Okay, so if you're interested in making the square, I'm going to place my hook back on the work here. I have 5 completed rounds, and we've ended with the granny stitch round here. And if you want your square to be bigger, you can continue this 2 round repeat until you get the size that you're looking for. Just be sure to finish on the granny round here before inserting your stabilizing stitch. Okay, so from here, what we need to do is chain 2. And that chain 2 will count as a half double crochet. We're going to turn our work over and go back into this corner here with a half double crochet. So yarn over, go into that corner space, draw the loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and go through all 3 loops just like that. From here, every stitch gets an upstairs neighbor. So all these spaces here will get a stitch. So yarn over, go into the stitch, draw up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through all 3 loops, just like that. That's a half double crochet. You're going to repeat this process all the way across. Feel free to rewind and replay as often as you need to in order to get it. And so I'm going to stay with you until I get to the corner. And we'll be there in just a moment. Each stitch, half double crochet. Very, very simple. You can use single crochets, you can use double crochets, whichever stitch is easiest for you. You just need a stabilizing stitch so that you can attach other squares to your work. So this last stitch here will receive an upstairs neighbor. Sometimes, you know, people have a tendency to skip over it because it doesn't look like the head of a stitch, but it is. So you're going to go in and do your stitch. And then in the corners here, it's going to be 2 half double crochets, chain 2, 2 half double crochets. So yarn over, go in, 2 stitches. There's 1, here's 2. We're going to chain 2 and swivel around. And we're going to finish off this corner with 2 half double crochets. So there's 1, and here's the second one. And so from here, we're going to give every stitch an upstairs neighbor all the way around. And then in the corners here, it's 2 half doubles, chain 2, 2 half doubles. Okay, so continue on with this, and I'll meet you at the end of the round right here in just a moment. Okay, so I'm at the end of the round. I've inserted a half double crochet in every stitch on every side here, so every stitch has an upstairs neighbor. And then in the corners here, we have 2 half doubles, chain 2, 2 half doubles in every corner here. It's very, very nice. And so to close off the round, what we need to do is the same thing we've done previously, a half double crochet join to close this round out. So we're going to yarn over and go into the last chain before the stitch. So that's the stitch of the half double crochet. That's the chain before the stitch. So we need to go into that space right there. Make sure you've yarned over. We're going to go into the chain, draw up the loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 just like that. Okay, so from here, what we need to do is chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to cut our work just like that. We're going to pull the hook away from our work, and I'm going to hold the work up top here, take my other hand, pinch very lightly underneath, and slide my fingers down on top of those 2 chains and pull into the work. So pinch and pull down. And it creates this knot that just will not come out. You won't ever have to worry about that falling out. Okay? So from here, what we need to do is sew in our ends. So yarn over the eye of the needle, pinch, and then feed it through the eye, just like that. And I like to go from top to bottom in this corner. So I look at this stitch right here. So I'm just going to go in, and I'm trying to make sure to go into the fibers. In between the fibers, it holds the yarn better. So I'm just going to come down nice and tight, just pinch the corner like that, and then feed the yarn back through, going in the opposite direction, back to the corner. Pull nice and tight, not too tight, and then flatten it out with your fingers, and then trim it off just like that. And so there you have it. We have this square here and this square here. Very, very nice. So there you have it. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please, as I mentioned before, don't forget to hit the thumbie, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and then of course, share the video. So that is all I have for now, and until the next one, take care. Bye.